Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. Look, we got enough time to cover something else that I had planned on covering. I want to get back to this whole clout chasing conversation, and I want to break it down for y'all. And I want y'all to understand that a lot of people is using reverse psychology when it comes to this clout chasing. So here's what they do. Keep in mind that just about everybody on YouTube is clout chasing, except for the people who do what they do to help other people. They may either be clout chasing less or not at all. But most, if not all of the big YouTubers, almost all, we'll say, are clout chasing. This is why they don't mention other people's name, other people's channel, even though they use their catchphrases, so on and so forth. And they use things that, and talking points that they heard sometimes from smaller YouTubers. They're clout chasing, so they won't use it. Because clout chasing has a couple avenues to it. One of the avenues is you don't want them to get the clout that you want. So they won't mention you, or they'll try to downplay your existence or your channel when you confront them. Listen, ain't nobody beyond criticism. I'm not, you not, nobody ain't. So these guys clout chase. That's the only reason, that's like one of the main reasons, I believe, while they tried to get with Pearly. They's like, well, I didn't get to Kevin Samuels. This time I'm gonna be on the ship. I'm gonna be on the mothership of Pearly Danks. So they try to take up for it. They try to align themselves with her. And a lot of people who align themselves on that side are clout chasing, or if they don't have a channel, they just don't like black people. They want to oppose black people. They want to compete with black people. That's all this divesting and all this other old weird stuff. Listen, people is people. The smartest people understand this. They understand that you're not going to get nothing better with a white person. You're going to have your conflicts with them too if you black. People is people, dating is dating. You got interracial couples that divorce just like black couples, just like white couples. It just happens. If you don't conduct yourself the right way in your marriage, you get divorced. That's just how it is. So, or with one or both parties. So we have this thing called clout chasing. And most of the time, you report on somebody, oh, he's clout chasing. As if they're the only people that can report when things happen. You clout chasing when you report on it because you have less subs. Listen, that little reverse psychology don't work with everybody. It definitely don't work with me. If y'all not clout chasing, some of y'all, then why do y'all report on the same stuff? It's people who literally, and I'll admit I do it. I'll admit it. I'll admit as a man that I do this sometimes, but not too often. Most of the time when I come up with topics, I come up with them on my own. But I'll admit that sometimes I'll just be trying to see what's trending. That's just smart YouTube business. But some of the people that's the main thing they do will accuse me of clout chasing when it's really them. See, that's why I don't have like an inside track to Donald Trump or nothing like that. But I know how to get his attention. You see, I found that out like when they, when somebody on that side was offering me jobs and stuff like that, so on and so forth, I figured out how to get his attention. Because one thing I learned about Donald Trump, one could say he's cocky, a little arrogant, has some pride. One thing, it's certain things that I notice about him that I know just Pearly is trying to get on the inside track, but I know how to keep her from getting on the inside track. See, because you got to pay the price for what you said. Because remember, I gave y'all some personal information. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather's father, land was stolen from him by racist white people who poisoned them on purpose. So when you try to say there was nothing, it was worse than you are saying, basically. And I'm trying to make sure on YouTube, you got to watch what you say, because when you start getting kind of agitated, you liable to say something to get your channel took down or to get your video took down. So you always, as a content creator, you want to kind of be careful how you say things. But for you to sit up there and to downplay that, and I just told you, he had his own church, everything. They poisoned him, took all that land, everything that he had right there. Now, how many of your ancestors did that happen to, Pearly? See, what they want, what people like just Pearly and Nick want, they want us to be scared of them and not look them in the face and it be like it was. But it'll never happen. Y'all might as well get off of that, because that'll never happen. People will rebel again. Don't you know it's real life gangsters out here, thugs, drug dealers? You think they gonna go to that? And y'all think that y'all gonna, listen, if we had a petty, meaningless war like that, like a civil war, it's gonna be casualties on both sides. They think the casualties, see, the American mind is too cocky sometimes. They don't understand. Look at him, ain't going nowhere. They don't understand that when you get in fights and wars and stuff like that, it's gonna be casualties on both sides. Like, when you try to fight China, you gotta realize China by themselves can field 200 million soldiers. That's not counting all the nations that's gonna align with them. So that's how you know, for them to want to fight them, either they some type of vampire, they want to scrape up the blood and drink it, or they just trying to deplete the numbers. It's got to be some negative reason. Because to be honest with you, she said she don't believe in reparations. But like I told y'all, reparations will cure the American economy to the point of not even needing other countries. But we can't let them use this as an excuse to bring in a currency that we don't need, that will give them even more control. And we don't need that universal wage, $2,500 even for doctors, $2,500 for NBA players. Man, people gonna be quit, and you can't quit. That's probably what they'll try to say, and you can't quit. So always remember, most things have a reverse psychology attached to them. Like when they say this clout chasing stuff, they the ones that's doing it, but they want you to think that people like me is doing it. If I was chasing clout, then wouldn't I devote all my time to these videos and stuff like that? I mean, after all, I'm like right on the cusp of being monetized. So wouldn't I do it that way? Man, they just talking. These dudes insecure, man. They don't want nobody else to come up. They want you to just listen to them and just give them money. They don't want no competition. They don't want you to super chat nobody else. So who clout chasing? If the person that in their mind don't want you to super chat nobody else, are they a clout chaser? Yes or no? Be careful who you listen to on this YouTube. Be careful who you listen to on this YouTube. Some of these guys will try to trick you into thinking they'll try to be like people on TV, like Tony Montana and all them. Remember how Tony Montana was always firing up a Cuban? Like they some type of gangster or something. Don't fall for that. There's people who are not cool to smoke cigars. Cool is a matter of personal opinion. Your definition of cool and my definition of cool is two different things, but they both count. You don't go by somebody else's definition of cool. You go by your own. And when I say cool, I'm talking COOL. You can't determine what's cool to me. And I can't determine what's cool to you. So y'all need to stop falling for these games that people play with this marketing strategies. And start judging things sincerely from research and from your hearts. And I got more people buying subs, man. Man, he ain't even got people buying subs, man. YouTube, all the numbers ain't real. I told y'all, I keep telling y'all about the story. I didn't even know what I know now about the things of God and the Bible and stuff like that, nowhere near. But I was still getting more numbers than Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, and all the major preachers. Because it was a glitch. It was showing us the actual view count in the whole entire world. And so I'll be like, okay, let's see how many views I end up with tomorrow. And I look at it the next day, it wasn't moving. So I'm like, you see this? This crazy. So I finally talked to them after they had been doing it for like 5 years straight. And I finally got one of them on the phone and they told me that they don't know if it's bots. So when your view count seems unrealistic, they freeze your views. But these guys still want to talk like they better content creators. Don't listen to that. These dudes, I'm telling you, they just be talking like Angry Man. I tried to get up. He ain't put the link up. He challenged everybody, then didn't even put the link up for me to join. And I guarantee you, he can't debate me without over talking me and trying to cuss me out. That's why the dude is a fraud, man. He used to be better than he is. He's a fraud now. I'm telling you. And then they play this thing, are you jealous? I don't get jealous. You're just a person. You're just a person. I don't get jealous. What I look like. So they play this game. That's anybody that know me will tell you, I ain't never been like a major picture taker. I wish I would have took more pictures. But I ain't never been into myself like that, even though I have confidence. And I admire myself. But people will try to take pictures, this whole little social proof receipt thing, that don't prove a dang thing. Other than that some of y'all is narcissists. But these people will take pictures all day and then accuse somebody who don't take pictures like that as clout chaser. You sound dumb. I realize at this point that everybody gonna make their own choice. You know, hey, watch who you want to watch. That's the beauty of YouTube. But a lot of y'all is being duped. Then I hear black people saying there wasn't nothing wrong with what Pearly said. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like when I say something, I think about it later. Like, man, was I right in that? Let me research that a little more. But I just want to talk to y'all about that. Don't fall for them tricks, man. Most of the real clout chasers is people who you think don't have to chase clout. They want to get in line with the celebrities. They want to get in line with the Fox News and all that. Them the real clout chasers. They want those major deals. They want everybody watching and listening to them. Thanks for watching. We'll come back with one more video later on. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.